want to see what I found at work today?
What did you find at work today? What the hell is that? A spider? What kind of spider is that? Is that one of those brown ones?
I don't know, but that honestly is the biggest fucking spider I have ever seen in Minnesota.
A mark on it, though, too. What the hell? Oh, he needs to shave his legs. There's some hairy bitch legs. Wow.
He didn't make it.
It looks like he...
By accident, he died on
What? Don't take any more stuff out of context.
Oh, you can't write this shit. I'm in the middle of a whole promo going live, and you guys are like, that's the biggest fucking spider I've ever seen in my entire Welcome to another insane edition of In the Hangar with Well, we didn't get to hear Christine Saturday go crazy, but we did today. And it was live.
Oh, shit.
Oofda.
Get my microphone over here.
Oh, it started. I was getting ready to push the button.
I didn't even realize what time it was. I didn't even make another drink yet.
It started. I was getting ready to push the button, and then all of a sudden there was a spider, and it had markings, and it went just like, "Wah!" I went, "Oh, wait a minute. Let him go ahead and have a conversation." Why push the button now?
Don't worry, Jim. You can go make a drink. You won't miss anything.
Right.
It's just my show.
Well, she already owns the intro.
Right. So there's this, and I was getting, I didn't realize what time it was. I said, well, if your ass has come down here, we'll go out there, we'll see if we can find if Alex is still alive and see all them big ass banana spiders he's got all over his place. Those will freak you the fuck right out.
Oh yeah, they will.
Welcome everybody to In the Hangar with Hornet Fixer, as Miss Bomey has a spider get up. Yes, tonight's topic is Hollywood. Yes, Smile Money. I'm sorry. I'm still laughing over a spider.
Squirrel.
It was a big damn spider. I don't care.
It was a big damn spider.
That was funny.
Squirrel.
No, I mean, shit. Everything about that spider was bigger than anything I've seen. I mean, Grant, we're in Minnesota. I mean, thanks to the weather, everything is small. Yes, Smile Money. Everything is small. So I look over.
Except your ego.
Yeah, except for that. My buddy Greg says, "Come over here, man. You got to see this spider. I've never seen a spider as big as this in the wild in my life." And look over, and there's this big ass web, and I grab my tape measure and I start, shaking the web, because a lot of times they're like, "Oh, food," and they'll come out. Well, he didn't fall for it. So Greg,
he wasn't falling for the.
Yeah, he wasn't falling for that. So Greg pulls out his tape measure and actually hits him with the tape measure. And he opens his arms, and he starts to drop, and the web looked like it was about 1/8 of an inch thick. This thing is and then all of a sudden he stops, and I took a series of pictures, and I sent one for Sam, because Samantha's she keeps sending pictures of, I found a spider in the house, and they show a guy napalming the thing, and
That's Sam. You don't want to go near him.
I sent her a picture of the spider, and she's like, "Oh God, no."
Found this under your bed.
His body was easily the size of your thumb.
Was it
sticking out of it?
Was it hairy?
Yes.
Oh, he's very good.
Yeah, because Christine
right. It might have been a tarantula.
Christine
I can't imagine that in Minnesota.
Christine wanted to shave his legs.
No, I said he needed to shave his legs.
Oh.
I was way too hairy.
Well, it could have been a her.
Okay,
I wonder why she could be a liberal, and she just let the shit go.
Oh no, Smile Money says that when everybody popped in, the commercial came on, and so they didn't catch Christine and all her spider stuff.
Oh,
did you get away with it again? Did you get away with it again?
too.
Me don't like that.
David, hello, and fuck off.
Damn! Holy shit!
Oh yeah, Jim.
Wow.
Apparently,
I guess you just wanted mine to go explicit tonight, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry. I didn't know we were going for iHeart. I take it back.
Apparently,
David,
Jim, your commercial
really
was.
No.
Love you.
Jolson says your commercial was an AARP.
And Big Jeff said it's because I'm old.
The commercial was what? AARP?
Yeah.
Good God. Evidently, they don't go off of our political views, but then again, how is it just me because we are in Minnesota that Joe Radanovich or whatever the hell he's a Democrat running?
Oh, he's an itch already. An itch that needs to be scratched out.
Seriously, the amount of legal problems this piece of shit has had. I don't care if he was a Republican. I don't know if I could vote for him, let alone a Democrat. But I'm serious. If I log into YouTube and if I watch 20 videos, I'll see that commercial 20 times, and it's an anti-him commercial, which is fine because he's
Ellison. You talking about Ellison?
Joe Radanovich.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's zoned. That's all zoned because I get freaking Shelley Pingree and Olympia Snow up here.
Yeah,
Olympia Snow.
Which I hope she falls down and breaks a hip.
What kind of a name is that?
Olympia Snow.
Well, what happens in Maine, Christine? Trees and what? Snow.
No, Olympia.
No. Olympia. It's a famous sports. It's a sports place.
Like that she was born with that name.
Yeah, Olympia Snow. Oh yeah.
Okay, that's my question.
She's an actual resident.
Oh yeah, she's a resident. Well, she looks like she's got Parkinson's right now. I mean, she can't make it much further. I mean, she's that definition of a career politician. 20 years old, getting started, and she's like 1,000 years old now, and she's like, I've ripped you off for generations.
So, a little business, little office keeping, little housekeeping. Jolson, you don't know anything about the package that was delivered today, right? Or actually yesterday. So Olympia Dukakis, yeah, there's another winner. Preparation age.
Depends. The chat room's really going off on that.
Since Jim actually did go to mix that drink, the guys that make this all really funny. Gunwild, Smile Money, Black Dog. Well, Mark doesn't actually make this funny. Douglas, Tactical Wingnut, Jolson.
Did you say Ed?
Ed.
Don't forget about Ed.
Oh, you can't forget about Ed because you forget about J-Dog. He's probably at work. So.
Yes, he did get a package.
Yeah, okay. So, Jolson, there's a good chance that due to the second package, I might be taking you off the hook for the first one.
All right. That's just too funny.
So, shout out.
Yeah. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys in the chat room. You make this Mark just put up a picture of an eggplant, and we all know what the eggplant symbolizes.
Oh my God!
It's the love vegetable of the gay community.
Oh, okay. How come I did not know that? I have no.
Well, that might be a good thing, John, and I am almost embarrassed now that I said it.
I didn't know what the hell that meant. You're like, we all know what that means. I'm like, it's a fucking eggplant.
Actually,
what?
In my defense,
Parmesan? What?
Me and Christine used to watch several shows tattoo shows, and two guys in comfortable shoes came in, and they each wanted to get an eggplant tattoo on their arm because they said it symbolizes something about the gay community.
What
I
the
don't
hell?
know.
Penis.
If you say
I don't
eggplant to me, I think Parmesan, Italian.
I don't know. Maybe if you don't have a female, maybe the eggplant is similar to another orifice. I don't know.
Mark said, "Fuck off, Peroni," and he's got an eggplant there. So yeah, it's penis, you fucks.
Well, I'm sorry. I just don't understand. It never. I never have thought. Oh, look, dick. When I saw freaking eggplant.
It's all because of the emojis on the iPhone or whatever the fuck it is. Only fags got iPhones.
Why it looks like a purple one.
Yeah, well, so what? When you're trying to have fun with your boyfriend, you pleasure him with an eggplant? I don't know. Maybe
No, they do this.
what?
I don't know. Maybe can we get back on to what we're supposed to be talking about?
Yeah. Can we? What are we supposed to be talking about? Hollywood?
You know, like in the hangar with Hornet Fixer.
In the hangar with eggplant.
Oh, okay. You're lucky Dr. Mark's on this Friday.
And Jolson, the Jolson that I know, you are absolutely right. So, Douglas, did I give Douglas credit for being here? If not, Douglas is here. Okay, Hollywood.
And that leaves Eric's mic open.
And that leaves Don. You can mute Eric, please.
Access denied.
Why can't you hear me? Fuck off. So, yes, tonight we're going to talk about how Hollywood can't come up with a fucking original idea to save their lives.
The big award ceremonies. Did you see how much they're down? And I laugh my ass off. And you wonder why.
Oh yeah.
Emmys?
Monday night, was it Sunday night or Monday Night Football is down like 30% or some shit? I don't know.
Good. Happy to hear it.
But anyway, I sent John this, and he had immediately understood what I was saying in the email about. It's like I saw a commercial for A Star Is Born. I'm like, Jesus, that came out when I was in the 70s. Why are they redoing this again? It was a horrible movie then. It's going to be a horrible movie now.
Again?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
With Lady Gaga and
Yep.
And what's his Bradley Cooper. So I'm like, well, horrible.
Who's Bradley Cooper?
He's the guy that played Chris Kyle in American Sniper.
Okay, he said he did one thing, and then this is where he crashes.
No, he's been in a shit ton of movies, dude. He's a huge star. Huge with a capital Y. So, Bradley Cooper was in all the, what's those, But Did You Die, Motherfucker? What was those movies where they all got drunk in, like, Bangkok or whatever?
Huge. Your fucking stupid show. What was that?
Huh?
Oh, the first time they got drunk and went to Vegas, and the second time they got drunk was at the. Oh, what the hell was the name of that?
Yeah, when they pull up outside the one guy's house and they're going, "Paging Dr. Faggot," and his wife's like, "Okay, just go."
Oh, David says we have to drink.
The Hangover. That's what it was.
Thank you, Gunwild.
Gunwild, yes, Gunwild.
Oh, okay, all right. Obviously,
so that's
David
they made like what 3 of them.
David says we have to work on our Hangover.
No,
did they make 3?
I think so.
I think they made 3 of them. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Anyway, but I went back and did just a quick, I giggled a bunch of shit, and it came up like in 2016. They redid The Magnificent Seven and Ben-Hur in 2017, and that's just a couple. I just wrote down a couple. 2017, they came out. They redid Jumanji.
Yep.
Their Robin Williams film. They redid Flatliners from the 80s. They redid Chips from the 70s.
Yep.
And One that I didn't mind them remaking was It. Stephen King's It came out in 2017. This year so far, Murder on the Orient Express, Death Wish, Overboard, Tomb Raider, Robin Hood,
Deadpool
Star
2.
is Born, and Halloween. Star is Born comes out, I think, this week, and Halloween comes out next month.
Avengers, Mission Impossible's being redone.
Well, the Mission Impossible movies, that was a TV show, so they're doing the movies different. And to me, that's a little different than just actually taking like Red Dawn, the original, Patrick Swayze and all the Brat Pack doing Red, and then they remade it 25, 30 years later. I'm like, come on, get a fresh idea here, people. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, I have to admit that I really like Bruce Willis in Death Wish, but
I haven't seen it yet.
They could have called it something else, and you could have speculated that it was close to the... See, no, it did not draw on the original storyline of Death Wish. But, no, I like Bruce Willis, and I like movies... I like movies where the bad guys all die horrifically and the good people, it ends well. That's just
Well, I understand, and like Black Dog said, True Grit, which I didn't mind the remake, but the original to me is still the best one. John. No, you can't do John. You can't outdo John Wayne, and fuck off, David. But, they're just redoing movies because they don't fucking want to come up with something new. Like, they did a Tomb Raider. They did what? There was the two originals with Angelina Jolie, and they did another one. Like, what, not even 15 years later? Give me a break.
Yeah, but they're also redoing Ant-Man and the Wasp, Aquaman they're redoing.
Those were never movies, though.
Aquaman was a whole little series.
It was a series. It wasn't a movie, though. I'm talking about movies right now. Just movies right now.
Right. Well,
we'll
like
get into all that
Christopher Rob. They're doing all kinds of. It's really
they're
weird
bringing
to
the
me.
Winnie the Pooh movies, but which were they didn't. Like, again, I'm just talking about right now. I'm just talking about movies, and like next year is supposed to the remake of The Crow is supposed to be coming out. They're supposed to be redoing The Lion King with new people's voices. Same. Disney's actually bringing a bunch of their animated movies to real life, or using real life actors, which, like, I saw Lion King, Aladdin, Mulan, a bunch of other things, and I'm like, oh God, please no. Now a couple more
they're redoing Halloween, aren't they?
Yeah, Halloween's well, it's not redoing it; it's the final chapter, if you will.
Okay, all right.
It's called Halloween, and it's got Jamie Lee Curtis in it, and it does have the original Mike Myers in it also. I did see, also I saw in 2019 Pet Sematary, a remake of Pet Sematary, Stephen King's coming out, and the old Robin Williams movie that was a little freaky back then called Jacob's Ladder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're redoing Mary Poppins. They're even redoing that again.
I heard they were, yeah. But I didn't see that anywhere in my internet searches. So, but yeah, no, it's just amazing to me. I mean, you get all these movies, and I'm just talking about an actual movie. They take the exact same, basically exact same script. They might change it up a little bit. It's the same title. It's the same everything. Like Red Dawn was, the Cubans and the Russians invading us. Well, this time it was the Koreans or whatever coming in and doing it. They changed it up a little bit, to make it more modern, I guess. But it's still the same fucking thing.
Yeah, They're redoing Robin Hood too.
Yeah, like for the 50,000th time, another Robin Hood movie. And it's all the
Tomb Raider, and it's not called Tomb Raider 2 or 4 or 5. It's just
this
Tomb
is
Raider.
A completely new Tomb Raider with a different actress. Yes. Now, and again, okay, well, let's go into then you have these, and then they have movies that are going like what was it, Friday the 13th Part 12? What the hell, people?
That was a joke when I was young. That was actually a joke when I was young.
Yeah.
They're like, Friday the 13th, part 19. You're like, oh my God, we're going to actually get there.
Yeah.
Right. But we're gonna you look at the Transformer movies. Now they went up to what 5 or 6 of them, and then now they're coming out with Bumblebee and all this other stuff. And then you got of course all now they're taking all the comic book characters and making them into real life movies. And Avengers and the Justice League, and that's where the Aquaman and the Green Lantern and all that shit comes out. And I'm like, oh. Seriously, Karate Kid. They remade the Karate Kid. Carrie, 310. Now, yeah, I agree with the Gunwald. The remake of 310 to Yuma was very good.
Well, don't forget this. They've lost a huge portion of money because what they used to do, if you remember this, was everybody had VHS. Then they would relaunch everything again in DVD. Then they relaunched everything again in freaking Blu-ray. Now they don't have anything to relaunch it.
They just got to release it on digital.
There you go. They're just going to do that. So, and they are also going to start playing with it, remake it. They got to make more money. It's Hollywood. Got to stay relevant.
But yeah, and Black Dog is. I heard that they're going to redo the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Also, yes.
That's gonna you can't.
And I'm like, oh.
Why mess with that? You did it right the first time. Leave it alone.
Well, most of the movies I think they did right the first time. I don't know why you have to revisit it. Okay, so maybe younger generations didn't see it, but
it was like the Changeling.
Let them have their own movies. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like Hollywood's too lazy to come up with a fucking fresh new idea. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a shit ton of movies out there that that are original. I get that, but the number of remakes and the number of part 27s and just one right after another, or just spin-off that just keep trying to make money, and the movies suck. And I'm not talking about the Marvel movies, but you know as well as I do, like Species 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. I'm like, well, the first one was cool, but after that, no, fuck off. They were horrible.
Yeah, they just put it out, grab whatever sales they can at the box office real fast, and go to DVD. Done.
And yes, they did make a remake of the Dawn of the Dead. I actually like the remake of Dawn of the Dead better than I do the original. I hate to be that way, but I do.
And that's what keeps it alive. Is that does happen on rare occasions. It was like the Changeling. I remember seeing the Changeling when I was younger. All right, we're talking, what was it, the 70s? I think Changeling came out in the 70s, and then they did this new one called The Changeling. That fucking kicked ass. It just sucked ass. It was nothing compared to the original.
Right. Oh, no, and I agree. There's plenty of movies out there that are just absolutely horrible to begin with, and then they remake them, and they're still horrible. Oh, my God. I mean, that just shows... I mean, if you take a movie that bombed, that didn't do good at all, and then 20 years later, 10 years later, whatever... You redo the movie with modern effects, it's going to be much better now. Boom! Big turd. Just polish it up. It's still a turd.
Overboard was funny. It was great.
Overboard was hilarious, but I
great.
do not want to see this remake.
It's
same thing with Ghostbusters. The original Ghostbusters was great. Then they made it with women instead of men, and it fucking tanked horribly.
Well, I mean, if you want to make a movie with all those actresses in it, make a movie with all those actresses in it. But making movies and sticking somebody in it because it's politically correct, it doesn't make any freaking sense. I mean, what we've now. I'm waiting for the boys to join the Girl Scouts now, so we can just be done with it. Because we have girls in the Boy Scouts.
Shush, just shush. Now. Black Dog said the Blob. I did see where they said they remade the Blob, but I have not seen the remake of it. I used to love the original ones. I used to watch them as a kid and be like, ooh. Yeah, I loved them. I like the old Blob movies, the old Creatures of Black Lagoon, the black and whites. I heard they're going to remake that in either 2019 or 2020.
Those were great for just.
I love those movies.
You don't feel good. It's a bad day, you're homesick or whatever, put on that stuff. You can have it's just a nice, enjoyable kick back on the couch and watch all the Attack of the 40-Foot Woman. Oh, yeah.
The old B reel.
Oh yeah, that stuff's awesome. I always loved it. I don't want to see it remade. There's no reason to remake.
All right. So real quick, what time is it? It's almost 8:30. Shit, I'm late. All right, now I was going through cleaning up around the house here a little bit. I found a box full of T-shirts that are two different types of Shootapalooza shirts that I evidently didn't get to send up to Eric, or I forgot to send up, or whatever for Shootapalooza. So I have one 2XL, a bunch of XLs, and I think one large. So what I'm going to do is I was going to do this earlier, but somebody took over my show, so I went and made a drink.
Damn it,
that fucking no. Oh, wait a minute. Ed Morris about radioactive giant ants. One of my favorite movies of all time. I have it on DVD called Them. It's a black and white movie.
It's a great flick. Awesome.
That is one of my all-time. That is in my top 5 movies. Stuart Whitman. Yeah, I was going to say. I was trying to think of the guy's name. Yeah, Stuart Whitman.
Let's see if anyone remember
war movies too.
Let's see if anyone can remember this, because I had this movie that I loved. It was so freaking awesome. But it's one of those things when you're younger. Sometimes you name the movie something, so you never know what the name of the movie was. Okay, and we were young when this movie came out, and we called it the Chop Chop Man. And I always Chop Chop Man, and we always loved it, but I never found out what it was called. But what it was this guy came home from a trip or whatever, and he had gotten this doll, a wooden doll that had a chain around the neck, and it was some sort of a special doll. And when he put it down, the chain came off, and then the doll came alive, and the doll went around killing everybody, and it had like little spears and all that stuff, and it would just kill everybody. And I loved that movie and thought it was so great, but I still to this day have no clue what the hell it was called. We just called it the Chop Chop Man. You know, young kids, do what you do there.
Oh yeah.
So if anybody knows what that was called, let me know.
Yeah, right. Okay, so if anybody knows what John's Chop Chop movie is,
please,
right?
Help a brother out.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find I made a little. What I'm going to do is trivia questions. First person in the chat room that answers the trivia question about a movie, gives me the movie title to what I'm going to do, will win a shirt. And I'm going to do like 2 or 3 of these through the hour here. Okay. 1 second. I got to bring him back up. God damn it. Where'd they go? There it is. All right. So I'm trying. It's hard to see this and the chat room. So 1 second. Shut up, Eric, you fuckstain. I figured you'd take this opportunity to say something.
Oh, well.
While you're doing that,
mind, I found it.
While you're doing that, I'll say it was called The Trilogy of Terror from 1975. That was my Chop Chop guy.
Excuse me, interesting.
A Zuni. It says it's a horror anthology film. In the final segment, Amelia concerns a woman who receives a Zuni fetish doll as a present. The doll comes alive.
They could never remake Blazing Saddles, because by today's standards, everybody'd fucking cry.
Oh yeah, can you imagine that?
And I'm with Black Dog. I was thinking Puppet Master at first, but the first thing you think of when you think of the original Puppet Master movie is Screwhead. So, and anybody that's seen Puppet Master knows what I'm talking about. So.
And of course, Ed Morris gets it right. Trilogy of Terror. Thank you, Ed.
All right, so the first quote I'm going to put out there is from a movie. The first person in that types in the title of the movie will get a shirt. Again, I have 1 2XL, a bunch of XLs, and 2 different styles, and I think I have 1 regular large, or 1 large. So let me know. And the quote is, Well, he passed away 7 years ago, sir. Well, don't I feel like a fucking asshole? Well, not at all, sir. There's your quote. So, what movie is it from? Yeah, right? Somebody play the music. Cue the music. And I'm chewing ice, yes.
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
Has anybody answered a movie yet?
He says Blues Brothers. Black
No.
Dog.
It is not Blues Brothers.
Is the first word an M?
It's the, what?
The first word in the movie is an M.
No.
Oh,
Wait.
okay.
You got 26 chances left. Is it an L?
I don't want to guess because this is like.
All right, here's another quote from a movie. Now, I got to get the right one, or I'll give it away, and everybody will be typing in at the same time. I'm trying to see how much people really, watch movies. Let's see here. Oh, is that how it works? You strenuously object?
Oh, I already know. That was
Dolson. Dolson got it. A Few Good Men.
Yeah, it's that was the guy, but the third lawyer across from them. Actually, yeah, that was.
Yes, Scott said backdoor milfs. Sorry, no. There's not a whole lot of dialogue in that movie, so I can't really give quotes off of that.
How about here? Don't go in there. I strenuously object.
Strenuously object. Overruled. No, strenuously.
Backdoor.
So, Jolson, what I need to know what size shirt you need there, buddy. Even though you never made it to a Shootapalooza. I got to rub that one into him.
That's kind of funny. He
has
never been able to come to one. Really wanted to come one.
And he wins.
He needs a large.
Well, he showed up late.
To go with his ego.
A large to go with his ego. Jolson, is he? Oh, he must be driving. I'm gonna. Okay, I got one large. I think in here. I thought I saw a large.
But you better wait to make sure. I'm just going off of.
He says
large.
He says he has.
Asshole.
He says he has a large asshole.
No, not what Eric is. What size shirt do you want? Oh,
asshole.
All right, that's the large. I think that's the only large I have too. And Eric, I don't know if you can. Eric will tell you if this is the one.
I've never even seen that.
Yeah, I have that shirt.
Okay.
I have worn that in the brew review.
Yes, the Shootapalooza looks like it's a road trip Shootapalooza T-shirt. The other ones it's a Shootapalooza thing. You wouldn't understand.
You should actually have that redone, and on the back of Jolson's put Peterbilt sucks.
No. Anyway, so we're talking about the movies and everything else, and I want to thank everybody in the chat room. You guys are really,
engaged,
queuing up and engaged on this, and I really do appreciate that.
Backdoor milfs too.
Even though I have a huge penis on in the chat in the video chat here trying to ruin my show, and he's drinking some gay ass fucking IPA, pink looking fucking I don't know what the hell that is.
Blood.
But some kind of did that come out of your anus?
Yeah, because I didn't get the lube.
He took a real big drink of that.
Yeah.
I didn't get the lube in time.
You didn't get the lube in time. Well, no, that's not going to you. That's. Oh yeah, that's right. You did get yours.
Yeah.
See, that's because you're guilt by association on that, and I can't wait for the 21st. So. I can't wait for the 21st. I just can't wait to see on the 21st, 22nd to see that video. Fucking 10 bottles of lube going to his house. But anyway, let's see. So we talked about how they're redoing them, and then we also touched on how they're just doing, just keep going on. Like the trilogies are turning into, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 10 movies. Now, I do want to put something out there. Some movies, I like the trilogies. Like our say the Transformers. The first two, possibly the first three, I really enjoyed. Then they got a little crazy after that. I'll give it that. And I'm a huge Transformer fan. I think everybody knows that.
Blade. I like those.
I like the Blade movies. I liked 1 and 3. 2, I liked, just not as much as 1 and 3.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like the Alien movies. The first two Alien movies were phenomenal. I like the second one, Aliens, where the Space Marines go out there. I thought that was the best one so far because I got the director's cut and it's got so much more shit in it.
Xenomorph? What the fuck is a xenomorph? It's gonna be a bug hunt.
It's a bug hunt. See, now you ruined it. See, I was going to do a fucking quote off there. Now I can't do that one for a T-shirt giveaway. And that was actually going to be one of the quotes was from Hudson. But yeah, and those are. I like some of them. I like when they come out, but like when you get into like Friday again, I hate to go back to Friday the 13th, but there's how many of them? Same thing with Nightmare on Elm Street. There was 5 of them.
Hey, I gotta ask you something. I hate to back up, but one of my actual favorite of the Alien series was Prometheus.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, that was good, but
aren't they redoing Predator again too?
Predator is out now. Yeah, they
mm-hmm.
It's not a remake though. It's not a remake of the original Predator. See, that's what I'm talking about when I say remake. They take the original film, use the original idea, the dialogue, everything is the same, and they just update it.
I just saw the title was all.
The Predator that came out is Predators, but it's a whole different thing. They just didn't call it Predator 15 or whatever the number is. Because they went Predator. You had Predator 1, Predator 2. You had Predator Requiem, or was it whatever the fuck it was, or Alien, whatever. Predator versus Alien, and then you had what was the one where they actually started snagging people from all over the galaxy and putting them on a planet and hunting them down. I don't know. So, and will you guys get off the fucking porn titles? Oh my god.
About to go on.
Well, thanks, Christine. How you doing? Or hold on, let me do my Joey voice. How you doing?
Yeah. Penetrate.
Yeah, right.
I haven't seen him in the chat room yet.
Yes, Jolson, it was good, Lou. But, well, I don't know what Eric got, but I know what I sent fucking Cobra. It was Astroglide.
I got strawberry flavored anal ease.
So it's a numbing agent. Not that I know what that is.
But it says not to be used internally, which I think is actually kind of funny.
Because eating ass
like shit.
Because eating ass is a thing now. I don't know. And hey, back to Hollywood. Get off the. What is it with you guys and shitters? Christine's here. She doesn't even say a word. I consider.
I didn't say nothing.
No. Christine, I'm not blaming you for this, but I can't help but think that you're here in the vicinity.
I didn't see nothing. I'm just sitting here minding my own damn business.
Anyway. All right. God damn it. I
was doing this through osmosis. No happening.
Osmosis? Really? Osmosis. All right. Okay, let's do another trivia. Let's do another one. Let's go away another one. Again, I have 2 XLs and XLs, so answer wisely for those who are doing this. I thought it was called A Night Out with Hornet Fix. You guys are in the fucking gutter.
Press the button.
No, what?
Last time I said that, my show went off the air. He did. He took me seriously.
Yeah, right. Jesus, you got me all fucked up now, dude. You're a dickhead. Yeah, you're a dickhead. Hold on, I gotta scroll back down because I fucking lost it. I know this movie by heart, and I'm trying to find the right one.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Shut up. Jesus. Hold on. Just fucking hold on. Yeah. All right. Did you hear the joke about the man with the 5 penises? His pants fit like a glove.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta watch the chat room. I'll get a second one ready just in case. I think Ed would probably get this one.
Is that the movie?
Yes. Well, Scott got it. Scott was first. He beat Ed by just a second. The Hollywood Nights, one of my all-time favorite movies. and I literally, it was like boom boom. But yeah, and The Ringer. No, sorry, it was Hollywood Nights. If you don't know who haven't seen the Hollywood Nights movie, it's from 1980. It stars a very young Fran Drescher, a very young Michelle Pfeiffer, very young Tony Danza, Robert Wall, and a couple other guys. I can't remember the names off the top of my head. But yeah, before they all became stars, big stars. What size shirt do you need there, Mr. Scott Mowry? And if I don't have your address, you guys are going to have to get it to me somehow.
Smoke signals, thanks to YouTube.
Yeah. No, there is a thing on YouTube. I don't want to bring it up. Okay, I don't know how to do all that, so I'm just going to go with what John says. So Scott, let me know what size you need there, Scott, and I'll get you one out. Pay it forward to Ed. Oh, Scott, you're awesome, dude. Thank you very much. Ed, I think you need a XL shirt or an 2XL shirt, Ed. Well, you probably need an XL.
I'd go with 3 or 4.
Or 3 or 4XL?
Just kidding.
Ed? Really?
It's like, that asshole.
Okay, Ed, so I'm going to ask you, you want an XL? Ed, I'm going to go with an XL, Ed, and I need to ask you one question.
XL.
Okay, so on the XL, Ed, do you want... Hold on, I got to find one. I guess I should have been a little bit more proactive on this. No. No, I don't think so. No, did you see that last picture that we put up of Eric? Okay, do you want the it's a Shoot-a-Palooza thing you wouldn't understand, or do you want the Shoot-a-Palooza road trip shirt? I know you don't know what they look like, but just use your imagination. And the other one is just it says the words, it's a Shoot-a-Palooza thing you wouldn't understand.
If you want, we can invite Ed when the show's over and he can make up his mind. Unless you're going to give away the other one.
Well, that's why I want to give away one more, and I don't know. I have extras, I think. Hold on. Of the XLs. The XL extra of that one. No.
What?
Okay, Ed's got a Shoot-a-Palooza thing. Good, I got 2 of those, so that's good.
Who wants to know if you have a small?
Big Jeff. He says you don't have a fat enough shirt for me. He didn't say you want. He wanted.
I'll say, is Jeff going to use it as a condom?
Yeah. All right, Ed, you're getting that one, buddy. All right, so let's keep shoot him a picture and a text. Well, yeah, I could do that too, I guess. Oh my eyes! I used my imagination. Well, Smile Money, at least the redhead was nice to you this week. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Good Lord, people! You guys are killing me, man. So the last, but now see, the last one is going to be a motherfucker for people to try to figure out, and I'll figure that one out right before the show ends. So we'll do that. Yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. Because there are some.
I'm gonna go with Death Wish to answer that question. I love them both, but if you said you're stuck in a fucking cave and all you have is a DVD player and power and a TV, and here's your movie collection, and I'm gonna add to it, do you want Death Wish, the original with Charles Bronson, or do you want the remake with Bruce Willis? I would take the remake as much as I like the original.
And no shitter.
Yeah, there's no shitter. So there's a big pile of crap in the corner.
Right?
Well, these are my sadistic rules, and that's what happened. I got stuck in a cave. Well, yeah. There's that. Well, I got a real doll. Jim bought me.
What? Jim did not buy you a real doll. I blame Eric.
What did you do? You went for a hike and decided to bring your real doll with, and ended up in a cave.
Well, as weird as it sounds,
yeah.
And the worst thing is the real doll that I got from Jim, he had a picture of himself tattooed on her forehead.
What?
It's terrible.
Dude, lay off that blood juice.
You can actually use that. You actually can use that.
Use what?
Smile Money, you cannot hear John?
I don't know how you can't hear me, Smile Money.
Can anybody hear John?
Can anybody hear me? Is anybody out there? Just type if you can hear me.
Okay, John just said a whole lot of things. Did anybody hear him?
You have to give away a T-shirt for them to answer.
Yeah, right. He said, "Oh yeah, and see, I think they're fucking with us now."
Yeah, like, where's the T-shirt, bitch? You want me to answer the question? Give me the T-shirt.
You assholes. Anyway, so he said that his favorite remake was Death Wish. I actually haven't seen that yet. Hi, Jolson. How did I know?
God, he's good at timing that, though. He really is.
He really is.
He's good at it. I mean, you can say something, and all of a sudden, he's got some kind of connection, freaky, weird connection. He knows what you're going to say, and he goes, type now.
Right.
Can anyone see the chat room?
Anyone?
Can anyone see the chat room? Anyone? Can anyone?
We don't like Smallman anymore. I think the redhead should not like him anymore.
Her new stuff is kind of weird. It's kind of like.
So
like
where's
it's like
the answer to the
weird.
question in the chat room? Remakes that you enjoyed over the original.
Right.
Yeah.
God, I'm trying to think of my favorite remake, and I'm not sure which one it would be.
10 Commandments, because you were there.
No, Noah, because I shot the dove off the ark. Fuck Stain.
That was an awesome barbecue, he told me.
And besides that, it was 15 Commandments, you dick.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I stumbled.
We drank a little wine before he went up that mountain and smoked a little herb.
That's right. Jim kicked his ass because he tried to keep the chisel.
Fucking Jesus cracks me up. Gift card.
I love how you put fucking in front of Jesus. That's awesome, dude.
You got $20 left on it?
Yeah, I got $20.
Okay, well, we're all going to hell. So.
Yeah.
We're all going. We're all going to hell, and we're not on iHeart. What the fuck?
Fuck you all. I'll be sitting in the front.
Or keep the door open for y'all, because I'm going to kick it before you do.
I can hear now. Eric will get there and go, so you guys got an iHeart channel? Please tell me you guys got a fucking iHeart channel. Sorry. Damn it!
Damn it!
Sorry. Now you're explicit.
I'm trying to think of the best remakes, and I like some remakes. I really do. I can't think of my favorite.
Yeah, and Jolson, that's a non-answer.
I mean, I gotta admit, even though the True Grit remake wasn't bad. I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, I'm a huge John Wayne fan. Absolutely 100% huge John Wayne fan. I did enjoy the remake. It wasn't as good as the original, but I did enjoy it. So
okay. So there almost needs to be a subcategory. Is the remake simply better because the technology today kicks ass over when the movie, like for instance, I loved The Day the Earth Stood Still. It's a classic.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, okay, how come they haven't remade Forbidden Planet? So the Day the Earth.
God, I love that movie.
Oh, The Day the Earth Stood Still. I love the original, but I have to say I love the remake because the special effects and the Dolby 7.1 surround kicks ass. But so that's the question is if the technology existed when the original was made, would we even bother watching the remakes?
Well, look at Star Wars. They haven't remade any of them, but they've gone back and done other ones, and I didn't find, even with the new technology, the newer ones to be better than the original. I like the original better.
I have to admit, I'm with John on that. I mean, the original Star Wars, even though by today's standards, there's some cheesy special effects in there. I think the original first Star Wars that came out in '77 was by far the best one of them all.
Absolutely.
What's Star Wars? What's that?
Yeah, fuck off.
Well,
I'm sorry. Con!
Star Trek.
And oh my god, I'm sorry, and I like Star Trek. Don't get me wrong.
Except for the original movie.
I like Star Trek, but those movies were horrible, dude. Horrible.
Which one?
All of them.
No way.
No one was.
You can see Christine in the back. She's going, shh, no, don't say anything.
Actually, I hate to ever agree with Jim publicly. The movies, the Star Trek movies, as far as I'm concerned, were 2-hour versions of what could have easily been an episode on any show.
Yeah,
exactly.
Now,
and I think that's why I didn't like them.
Now, having said that, the 3 newest movies that were are standalone.
Yes. Those.
They started the series over, and I completely agree with Jim. I have watched several of the movies and went, this could have been a TV episode easily.
Right. It could have been
Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan is one.
Well, Wrath of Khan to me it was of the cheesy movies. And I was a Next Generation fan. I'm not gonna lie, but Wrath of Khan to me of all the movies, the cheesy movies, I thought Wrath of Khan was the best. Of those.
It was the best of them. Yeah. But it could have been.
I'm in total agreement with Eric that the reintroduction, the new start, if you will, whatever you want to call it, with Christopher or whatever the fuck his name is, Chris Pine.
They did such an awesome job finding people that sounded and looked like the original.
Is that the one when they went back? Is that the one where they went back and found the old Spock?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's one of them. Yeah.
All right. I saw a piece of that. I don't know if I watched the whole movie or not, but I saw a piece of it. And
the latest ones were really good, but they're going to fuck them up. And actually, I think Chris Pine backed out on the next one. So, one movie I wanted to talk about was I didn't realize how big a fan I was until I actually was looking them up. Was Invasion of Body Snatchers that they redid in '78.
Oh.
So much better than the original film. It was oh my god, the original film was really bad.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you 100% on that one. Those were the remakes were better, way better.
Now John Carpenter did some movies in the '80s that were remakes of '50s, old '50s black and white fucking horror films, like The Thing. Like when he did The Thing with Kurt Russell, I thought that was a cool movie. I didn't realize at the time that it was a remake. It took for a long time. I didn't know that was a remake. So yeah.
Didn't he redo an Ant one too?
I don't know that one. I don't know, and I didn't know that The Fly in the '80s was a remake of a '50s film also.
Oh yeah, and I did not find. I did not and see. It was okay until he started turning into a fly.
Well, I see that's.
And then I see. I was not. I don't know. To me, it will never be the same. I didn't like it there. That's where. No,
what about another remake that I didn't know was a remake was John Carpenter's The Thing.
That's what I was just talking about.
He just said it.
Yeah, the black and white version. I want to say from the time I watched the original movie, it must have been a decade later, and I was just like, oh.
What? Wait a minute, because we just talked about The Thing. When John Carpenter redid The Thing with Kurt Russell, I did when I first saw it in the '80s. I didn't know it was a remake, and then like later on, I saw, holy shit, this '50s, The Thing. I said, oh, let me turn it on. It was the black and white original film.
Hasn't it been remade again?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, they did remake Ants, the Killer Ants one. They did.
Oh, I never watched that one.
Yeah, it was I think it was they remade it in 1998. That's when they remade it.
Killer Ants.
Yep. And it scores very low.
I never saw that, but I saw Killer Uncles.
There was a bunch of for a while there was every time something in nature happens, people freak out. Remember when killer bees first started coming around, and then there's all they got to saturate the place with movies about bees, killer bees.
All right, I want to do one more T-shirt giveaway, real quick while we're talking about this. I just want to get this out there real quick because it's going on right at 9 o'clock. So, the first clue is listen. I'm a politician, which means I'm a cheat and a liar. And when I'm not kissing babies, I'm stealing their lollipops. But it also means I keep my options open.
Actually, I know that answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not the final countdown, Jolson. You don't get 2 shirts. Right? Midgets and Bondage 3. Nope, sorry. No.
God damn it, that was close, but no.
Obama, no. You guys are killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls. So, since we're talking about Hollywood and there's a break in the action, we've been watching some of the old, old by as in not this year, Marvel movies like Iron Man, and realize how much they tied so many of like the series, like Agents of Shield, into the movies, and then tie the movies together.
Okay, and I have two people that got it within seconds. And Jolson, you already got a shirt, so fuck off. David, Tactical Wingnut, is after you, and he got it. The Hunt for Red October, one of my all-time favorite movies. David, what size shirt do you need there, brother? Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
Just send them a small.
I don't have a schmedium for Mr. Man.
Oh, I so absolutely love Tom Clancy and Jack Ryan and.
Now, have you watched the series that just came out?
I have not, and I'm not sure if I want to or not.
Now, the guy that plays Jack XL, and send it to Ed, he has a pair. Now, see, this is I'm not. This is not a C as in a bad C. See, this is what I love about the community that we have here in YouTube and Spreaker and Blog Talk and everything that we've done over all these years. Everybody wants to help out everybody else, and nobody wants to take credit for themselves, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. David's an awesome dude and just a phenomenal person. And now, so I will send Ed the other shirt. So here, have both Shootapalooza shirts. And that's awesome. Thank you very much, David. And Black Dog Dazed and Confused is also in my top 5-10 movies of all times. So, yes.
Again, the second time in one evening, I hate to agree with you, but I almost hate to mumble this out loud, but David is okay.
David, shut the fuck up. David's beyond okay. And I'm not... David don't owe me nothing and everything else. Actually, here, I will do this. David's got some things going on, and him and I are doing some horse trading. And
Jolson wants you to send the fuck off to Jules.
Fuck off. Send it to... No, I'm not sending that to Joel. I like Joel. Joel kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Yeah, you heard it. Yeah. So, all right. So next week, I still got some Shootapalooza shirts, and I think I even found some old Hornet Fixer shirts. So next week, we're going to do some more giveaways on whatever we decide the topic's going to be, or whatever I tell John it's going to be. I want to thank everybody for playing along with us tonight and with the movies and everything. We do know that you guys are some fucking twisted fuckstains with the Congressional Bondage Sluts 5, Midgets in Bondage 3.
I didn't know there was a 1 and 2.
I'm just guessing there is. We know what kind of movies you guys watch a lot. And after the show goes off, you send me links, okay, guys?
Apparently, Jeff has his Hornet Fixture shorts. Oh, shirts, okay.
Shirts. Are you fucking blind? And it's Hornet. You gotta pause, see, because he put a space there. It's Hornet. You gotta pause for effect. Fixer.
I saw that quick and went shorts. What the fuck? What?
Yeah, you didn't know I got Hornet Fixer shorts. You can put me. I can cover your package.
Yeah, didn't have a clue about this. Ooh, see? And she's off.
And your shitter. There you go. Thank you very much. And that ends this program. No, sorry. The same ones you watch on Pornhub, Jim. Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was on Pornhub, doing research the other day, and it said you have reached the end. Fucking get a life. So I gotta find. I'm gonna have to go to RedTube or something now. It's all the same anyway.
Bridget the midget. Is that
part 4?
Is that part 4?
One of these favorites. So yeah, you're getting called out there, buddy.
Well, yeah.
See, I knew I shouldn't have said the word porn because everybody goes, "Oh, look, let me beat my meat and type on the computer."
What'd you think they were going to do?
Right?
That'd make your eyes bleed.
Well, Bridget is an artist. You know, you could almost just throw out some porn shit and then just sit here and watch the chat room. We'll just put on some music. Muzak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember this time at band camp?
And what?
What? I played the tuba.
God. Oh my God.
Remember, Trilogy of Terror. Watch it. Chop chop, man.
Hornet Fister? Fistr? Oh my God. You guys are sick. And no, I'm not wearing that. I still have JoJo's thong that you sent me, fuckbro.
Oh boy.
And cue the stripper. And he said, "And cue the stripper music."
And by the way, am I the only person in the chat room that clicked the I heart for Jim?
What?
Right below the live button, the little heart. You click on it, and it'll give Jim a heart.
That's right.
Oh, what does that do for Jim?
Raises Jim up. Lets people see lots of hearts that I think that's a good episode. I should listen to that.
So if I do I get in trouble if I heart it myself?
No.
Oh well, then I'll give.
It's a lot like when you're in the bathroom alone, without Tilly.
Whoa!
Tilly,
What?
Color, John.
I don't need to know what happens in the shitter. Let's move on.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. So drop your cocks and grab your socks. Let's go.
And hit the I heart button.
And hit the
That's the only way
I
to
heart
get in
button.
there.
You guys.
They had a joke.
Yeah, exactly. That's who it is too. And it's a big long fucking text. Oh my God! And it's got links. Jolson, this is my phone. Don't give my phone a virus. Google. Oh my God! I'm afraid to click this. All right. So in the last couple of minutes of the show here, while I click this YouTube,
And your phone gets shut down.
Yeah.
the internet is for porn. Oh yes, I've seen that. Thank you. And I'm not going to click the other one. So anyway, I want to thank everybody in the chat room: Ed, Gunwild, Scott,
Shitter time.
Mark, Jolson, David.
It's about
Who snorted? Who the hell snorted?
Christine, she's doing the whole peanut butter shitter time. Peanut butter shitter time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to say thanks to Black Dog Douglas. God, you guys are killing me. 1911 USA, if he's still in here. Smile Money, I know he's still in here. Let me scroll back down because I'm sure I'm missing somebody. God, I thought there was more people than that. It just seems like it because everybody makes comments on mine, unlike others. Mark Peace, fuck that guy.
Is that on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
And who else? And that's it. That looks like everybody. 1911.
J-Dog.
J-Dog. Oh, J-Dog was in here earlier.
Douglas.
Douglas. Yeah, I said Douglas. And Black Dog. Yeah, it looks like I got everybody.
Tactical
again,
wingnut.
thanks everybody for your participation tonight. Again, I'm gonna
Just watch it.
I got these shirts. I'm gonna go ahead and pay them out to everybody and do everything that's going on here and try to have some fun with this. By next week's show, I don't know what it is. Looking forward to Friday and Saturday. Dr. Mark's going to be talking about on Friday night. Eric?
Is the moon hollow?
Okay. It's made of cheese. It's not hollow. God, what's fucking wrong with you?
It's Gouda. It's Gouda.
It's Gouda. Yeah, it's Gouda.
Good, very good.
That's the round one, right?
Saturday night, Christine's show.
I really want to listen to Saturday
I think
show.
we're going to talk about black holes.
Yes.
Black hole.
Why would you ever
going to be Black Hole Sun?
Why would you ever say black holes on Jim's show?
They're going to talk about black prostitutes.
Shut. Or your butt, either one, or your shitter, Eric. Either one, I don't care.
They're going to talk
But
about
anyway,
the tar star.
the tar star. Oh my God, you are horrible. That's horrible. Absolutely. Even for me, that's horrible. So Christine's going to talk about space black holes and quasars and things that are in our universe, in our galaxy.
Exactly.
With Dr. Mark, and it'll be a great show. Hopefully, I can stay awake for that one. I keep falling asleep. I'm horrible on Saturday nights. It's like I'm up late Friday night with Eric. I'm up, I try to get sleep during the week, and I work. And next thing I know, Saturday I'm watching whatever, and I'm falling asleep, and it's like 9-10 o'clock before I wake up, and I'm like, fuck, I missed it again. So I do always listen to it on replay. So,
Hey Jim,
Eric,
you have 10 hearts.
I have 10 hearts. Thank you very much, and it's all pink in the middle, like a medium rare steak. I get your fucking mind out of gutter. It's a medium rare steak. That's how I like my meat. What? See, he stopped drinking right as I said that. I wanted to see it go through his nose.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. You
were being naughty.
I was trying to get it through his fucking nose. That's why. But again, thanks everybody for listening. Thanks everybody for watching the YouTube videos. I know I'm not been putting a lot up. I'm actually thinking about maybe taking a half a day off, maybe this Friday, and getting my a couple of rifles that I built to the range, 7.62 and another one, another 5.56.
He's gonna get his sex change done.
The best thing.
If I ever see you, the next time, let's put it this way: the next time I see you, I'm going to go, "Hey, Eric, hey, how you doing?" Throat punch. All right?
Head or gut.
I'm not trying to kill you. I just want to see you bleed a little. That's all.
Just so you know, Eric, there's going to be an interesting video coming out on my channel before you and Christine's shows. Something happened 18 years later to me that I didn't get to. I saw it happen once, and I couldn't get to my camera fast enough. 18 years later, in the same place, it happened again, and I got it on camera.
Jim had a hard on?
No, it was a crazy, insane thing. You know how you see shooting stars and how you see how fast they go and all that stuff. This thing is so far away, but it looks huge. A giant fireball. It looks like a planet almost falling out of the sky, and it's going so freaking slow. You can actually watch it slowly come to the tree line. I got to move around the tree line so you can see it go through the tree lines, which obviously far, far away. But this thing's barely moving, and it's huge, and it's just burning coming to the ground.
And it's slowed down in Earth's atmosphere. That means it's not falling.
I mean, it's not falling.
That was an invasion.
It's coming to the ground.
It's coming to the ground, but look, it's got to hit terminal velocity. If it wasn't getting faster, that means something was making it slow down.
It's insane. It really is crazy. I have it on video. I actually have a video of.
It was an UFO.
I don't know, but it was coming down. It was crazy. It was so big. You can tell this thing is fucking huge as far away as it is. And it's just coming down, like barely moving. And you can only tell it's moving because it's coming towards a tree line. There's a tree line in front, and you can see it heading down. And to pass a leaf, it takes like 8-9 seconds just to pass the distance of a leaf. And it's huge. And it's on fire.
Olson, yes, a side charging handle upper does require a special bulk carrier group that you can screw the charging handle into. Bear Creek Arsenal's got them. Anyway, again, I want to thank everybody for listening. Thanks for everybody for all the views and everything on YouTube and Facebook and blah, blah, blah. John, I can see that on your fucking screen. Okay, we're watching John's video. You guys can't see it, so suck a dick. Yeah. While we're live on the air. Okay, yeah, that's going down. Yeah, I see that.
It went in the bush.
It went into. At least it didn't go in the shitter. And
It
with
must
that,
be.
we're gonna
It's
say,
got to be Canadian.
and with that, we're gonna say push the button.
Push in.
Spider.
No, they can hear you during this one, can't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, seriously, that's the biggest fucking spider I've ever seen.
Again, you guys need to come down here and go out to Alex and see whether you live there or not.
That would be a fun road trip.
Yeah, if I remember how to get to
You could shoot from the car the whole way.
it. No.
Should I push the
We're
button?
gonna have to rent a. We're gonna have to rent a car because you guys ain't fitting in the Mini.
Push
What are
the
you trying
button.
to fucking say, you prick?
We can't fit in the Mini.